One thing I've learned is that things don't happen in our time. It happens truly in God's time, and I'm a living witness to that.
This month's ordination will be the end of a more than 10-year journey to the priesthood for Deacon Christopher Henyu. His studies have taken him to Rome and Philadelphia, and he's held ministry positions in both Brooklyn and Queens, following God's call and the direction of Bishop Nicholas DiMarzio. Deacon Chris's most recent assignment came as a surprise less than a year ago. Auxiliary Bishop Raymond Geppetto, speaking on behalf of Bishop DiMarzio, asked Deacon Chris to move into Holy Child Jesus Parish in Richmond Hill.
And I knew the parish, and I knew that there was no room in the rectory. It was a very small rectory. And I said, well, where am I going to stay? And he said, well, the priest that's there is going to be moving. And I said, well, who's going to replace him? And he said, you are. I said, but I'm not a priest. I'm only a deacon. He said, I know. He said, this was a decision that Bishop DiMarzio feels that you would be capable in handling.
This experience made Deacon Chris realize just how much the church needs more priests like him. He urged all the faithful to pray that more men follow God's call.
When people saw us processing in, they'd say, oh, there's no need for vocation. There's no shortage of priests. But then the awakening, recognizing that I'm taking the role of a priest, replacing a priest in a parish, really brings home that we need to continue to pray for vocations. We need to pray for good, holy priests, and we need to pray for the sanctity of our priests.
There are 10 men who will become priests of the Diocese of Brooklyn at the end of this month. Deacon Chris and Deacon Alexander Piñaque are among them.
I am calling to serve to God in any way, in all places, in any way.
Deacon Alexander was born in Colombia. He was sent to the United States in 2008 to finish his studies and then minister to the Catholics here. He looks forward to nourishing the church through the grace of the sacraments.
I think it's a great challenge in this time, because many people in Brooklyn, in New York, in many cities are hungry and thirsty for God. I can help the people as a minister of the Eucharist, as a priest, helping the people serving in the church, realize the sacrament of the baptisms, First Communion, sacrament of the seats, visit the sick in the hospitals, attended many funerals.
The upcoming ordination will truly transform these men. The Church teaches that when a priest says Mass or hears confession, he is in persona Christi. That's a Latin phrase, meaning that when a priest is ministering, he is in the person of Christ. Reporting for Currents, I'm Katie Breidenbach.